Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel and more D-Day dice. You can never get enough D-Day dice. So, last video I introduced the Atlantikwall modules on Omaha Beach. And now we're gonna move on because we need to conquer the 34 different maps. So now we are on map number 18, exercise Fabious, or Fabious, however it's pronounced. And we're not only playing with the modules from Atlantikwall, we're also playing with the modules from Way to Hell. So if you haven't joined from the beginning, I'll just give a quick explanation how this series is going to work. As I progress through the maps, I will reach new big box expansion packs, and when I do, I will also introduce the modules from those expansion boxes. So we currently have Way to Hell and Atlantikwall, and there is there's two big boxes left, and that's Overlord and War Stories. So as we get to Overlord, I'm going to introduce those modules, and as we finally get to War Stories, I'm going to introduce those modules. So before we get going here, let's just quickly recap which those modules are. From Way to Hell, we have the Way to Hell module, which is going to be us going in a landing craft to reach the beach itself. And of course, you only use that module in actual beach maps. Then what else do we have? We have special missions, and we have the War Heroes module. And then from Atlantikwall, we have the Battle Conditions expansion module. We have the Badges expansion module. And then we also have the Gold Dice expansion module, and that's also from Way to Hell. But then we have two more modules, and those modules are small expansion modules. First we have the D-Day Dice Supply Dice, and then we also have the D-Day Dice Machine Gun Fire Dice, which is featured in the D-Day Dice Pocket Edition. And I think that's all of the modules that we're currently using. And we're using, I think, a little bit more than half of the available modules. So once we get to Operation or Overlord expansion, I actually don't think there is any additional modules besides the two maps. You have the campaign mode, of course, but I'm going to play that separately when I finished all of the 34 maps. And then when we get to War Stories, we have the War Stories module. We have the... what is it more in that? I can't actually now remember all of the modules in that, but there's a few modules in that one too. And then finally you have the module which is inside a bunker, which we're gonna get to when we finish with War Stories. And that's a special thing because that inside a bunker you combine D-Day Dice with another Wordforged game, which is Airborne in Your Pocket, which is an excellent game. So it's completely crazy. This little light filler game becomes such a beast with all those modules. And I'm gonna do my best to limit the fog of war, but be aware there's so many modules now that it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I'll do my best. Anyway, we have Exercise Fabious. I need to conquer this bunker, and my initial plan is that I'm gonna start over here in Sector 2, move myself up north, to the west, up north again, and then to the east, destroy those machine guns, and then head for a bunker. That's my initial plan. We'll see how that works out. And we're gonna use the Way to Hell module, and that's good to know to have your plan before you do, because if I go here, I will land over here. So I need to plan accordingly. I want to land here. I don't want to land over here. You see there is impassable terrain here, so I'm not gonna be able to go from side to side here. So anyway, we are gonna go ahead and start over here. I prefer Sector 2. I think it's a bigger risk of rolling 2 than a 12 for some reason. And let's see here, we need our starting point. So we start with 30 soldiers, and we start with 12 courage. Let's see, we have 12. And we start with 20 item points. And item points are our landing craft's integrity. The soldiers are the guys on board, and the courage is our coast guards, the courage he needs to advance. And then we have all of the passengers, which are all of the ranking specialists. And I currently have 7 of those on the table here on the left side. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start rolling. So as always, we need to lock 2 dice, and we don't want any RWBs, and we do not want soldiers, because for every soldier we get, we will lose a soldier. So I think I'll go with that tool. Maybe 1 more courage is a little bit risky, but or maybe I'll take that 1 soldier instead and reroll these 2 and hope for the best. Okay, that's a decent roll, I would say. Okay, so we are gonna lose now 2 soldiers, so we go from 30 to 28, and then we're gonna lose 1 item point. So we have 19 item points left, and we're also gonna lose 1 courage, and the skulls, again, they're ignored. So now we need to, let's see here, subtract casualties as per the defense of your sector. And I have a 0 in defensive value, but each craft in the zone, so if you're playing co-op, that is, will add by 1. I'm playing solo, so every sector is going to be +1 defense. So I lose 1 soldier to the sector itself. And now is the bad part, which is the shelling, and that can really mess up your game. You can't control it. You can control which sectors you choose, obviously, and some have a higher risk of shelling than others, but those have mines instead. So anyway, we don't want to roll a 12 now. And we rolled a 6, so we're good. So we're going to go ahead and move, and the same rules apply here as to a normal map. You can see here to move to the next row, we have to spend 1 courage. So we're down to 10. If you run out of courage before we get to the beach, you're going to have to disembark. If you disembark in this blue area, you're going to die. If you disembark in this green area, you're not going to die, but you're going to have a tough time getting onto that beach. Okay, it's time to roll again. And stars, I'll happily take those. I might go for 1 courage too. And 1 item point is not that bad. Let's reroll this courage. And it's a star. So the stars, if you ever have 3 stars, then you have to lose 1 specialist, 1 ranking specialist. And I want to remember that we actually got 1 star in the last... Didn't we? Okay, I think maybe we didn't. It's Fog of War, the first Fog of War moment, because you do accumulate them as usual, and when you reach 3 of them, you lose a specialist. We lose 1 courage, and yet another item point. Here it's a battle value of 1 + 1, so that's 2. We go from 27 to 25. Obviously, in this area, getting shelled is a high risk. And we're all 9, so we just barely make it. Very good. Okay, we get to move again, and I'm going to move into the middle. We spend 2 courage, so we're down to 7. And obviously this area has a much higher risk of getting shelled than these 2 areas, but these 2 areas have landmines, and I never really think that it's a good plan to go into areas with landmines. You roll 1d6, and the number is going to be the numbers of soldiers you lose, and then you roll another d6, and that number is going to be the number of item points you lose to your craft. Okay, so we go ahead and roll again. And we get some more stars. I'll take them. And the skull, I think I'll take that tool too. And reroll. I'll go with this. I think I have to go with the courage, because if I get not a skull, that's going to be an RWB. Or I might just take a chance. Nah, that's stupid. Okay, I'll save that. So now we're down to 6 courage. We're down to 17 item points, and then we gain 2 more stars. So we're up to 4 stars now. So I have to lose a ranking specialist. And it becomes a little bit easier when you have the add-ons, because obviously the add-ons are going to give you more ranking specialists. We have the general, his 5-star recruitment cost. All units replace one of their dice with a gold die. Units still roll 6 dice during phase 1. Obviously it's a very good one, but he's also very expensive. So I'll choose to discard the general. Okay, so then we have combat, and here we have 2 + 1, so that's 3. We go from 25 to 22 soldiers. And then we have shelling, and here obviously it's going to be a very big risk with 6, 7, 8. And we got a 12, unbelievable. So we did not get shelled, that's very good. We're going to go ahead and move on. And now we will spend 3 courage. So we're down from 6 to 3. And notice that we need 4 courage to actually advance onto the beach. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sacrifice the Coast Guard, sacrifice to gain 3 courage. So we go from 3 to 6. And then we roll again. And that's a lot of item points. So I'm going to take these 2 and hope I don't get shelled. If you get shelled, lose 8 item points and 2d6 soldiers. So, I mean, 8 item points, I can definitely spare some. And I'll go with 1 star. And let's see here. And 2 of these skulls. If I take these, yeah, I could roll an RWB, I guess, but we'll see what happens. A courage. Yeah, I'll roll again and see what happens. We get a courage again. Okay, so we lose 1 courage. We lose 3 item points, so we're down to 14. And we gain 1 star, but we're safe. We need 6 to lose that second specialist. Combat value here is 3 + 1, that's 4. So we go from 22 to 18 soldiers. And now we will use 4 courage to advance with the landing craft to the beach. So we decrease our courage from 5 to 1. And we have successfully landed on the beach. So the way to hell is over. And what you do now is you lose all of your stars. And you lose all of your item points. And then you ignore the starting cost. Man, for some reason I thought the starting cost was 2 soldiers, and then you gain 1 star for every roll. And I was very wrong, obviously. So it would have been way better to start here, because that's the place that gives stars. And that would have been very beneficial to get that early in the game. But it is what it is. We messed up, and now we have to pay for our mistake. Okay, so before we start rolling, now we're gonna engage with our modules. The first one is special mission, so we draw the top 2 cards, and we choose 1. So here we can do Corporal Sam Fueller's run, and with this one we need the Bangalore Torpedo, and then we need this specialist, which is the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is gain 1 soldier every time you move. It looks like him in a way, maybe it's not him. Kind of looks like him, not entirely. Maybe it's, I guess it's him, or could it be, no, it's not going to be the general. Actually, I'm not quite sure which that specialist is, because he doesn't look quite like the picture. Let me show you. So I'm not entirely sure. It might be a specialist that I have removed from the game, because I have removed all of the unhistorical cards, and I've also removed all of the cards which aren't for solo play. You know, some cards are for co-op, so that is probably a co-op card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another card. Basically what the rules say with the special missions is that if something shows up a requirement that you're not playing with, you can draw another special mission card. So then we got this one instead, and what that was is, that's the Grenadier. And that's a specialist up here which costs 4 stars, and then you sacrifice 6 courage. So I can choose between that or my entire final tally, but I need to be in sector 7 or above. So I think I'll go with this one actually, because this one is expensive. That's 10 dice in total, because this is 4 stars and this is 6 courage. So that's 10 dice. If you don't use any RWBs to obtain it. So we go with Sergeant Ruben Rivers' initiative, my entire final tally. And these cards I will put to the side. We're not going to use them anymore this game. And then we have our battle conditions. So we draw our first battle condition. Remote controlled mines. During phase 6, the enemy sends a few Goliath mines on the battlefield. Units lose 1 soldier for each explosive icon present on their items and vehicles. Specialists with the explosive icon are killed unless their unit loses 3 soldiers. Okay, so last game we played with the battle conditions, and I was so lucky. I almost only got exclusively good ones, but there's actually way more bad ones than good ones. So we'll see how that will turn out in this game. Luckily for me, I got this very early, so I don't have any specialists or any vehicles or items with that icon right now. So I don't have to be very scared about that one. So let's go ahead and start rolling. And you know the deal, guys. I am looking for stars, and as usual, I'm not getting any stars. See about that. I got an RWB for fresh troops, so even though it's early in the game, I am gonna save that one. Almost got 2 of them. Okay, so we get an RWB for fresh troops. That gives us 5 soldiers. We go from 18 to 23. I got 10 more soldiers from the dice. We go from 23 to 33, and I gain 1 courage. We adjust our unit die. We have no stars, so we cannot recruit anything at this point. We have no item points either. So we're going to go ahead and take some damage, and it's going to be a total of 3 damage. So we go from 33 to 30 soldiers. And we draw a new battle condition. Lucky break. Allied engineers have managed to overcome a difficult barricade. During phase 2, every tool result on allied dice also gives courage, result of the same color. Note that a single die cannot be part of 2 different RWBs. Bonus item tools given by items, especially sectors or any other, are not affected. All right. So that's a good one. I'm very close to getting another RWB here. I am very, very tempted to save these 2, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think instead I'll go with that 1 courage and hope for an RWB with my stars. Well, we're getting there. I might want to save an item point there, because that's going to give me courage too. Ah, look at that. I got the RWB. All right, so we got the RWB, which is leadership, which grants me 2 courage. So we're up to 4. I gain 1 more courage from the die, and I gain 1 courage from this due to the battle condition. And then we gain 3 stars. I gain 2 soldiers, and I gain 1 item point thanks to this tool here. We adjust our unit die, and I will recruit the drill sergeant for 3 stars. And then we go ahead and roll 1 last time in this sector. Hopefully I can manage to get the medic. He's going to be helpful crossing those mines. And we have at least 1 star. Oh, we should have drawn a new battle condition. This turn, specialist with explosive icon cost 1 less star to rally. Items cost 3 less item points to find for each explosive printed on them. Man, that's another good one. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I just had bad luck with those battle conditions. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna recruit anything with an explosive icon on him. That's also partly because we might get a bad one up ahead where the explosive icons will punish us. Okay, so I think... Did we do the battle, by the way? I don't think we did. Losing those 3 soldiers. So I go from 32 to 29. Oh my. 29 soldiers. Sorry, the fog of war is thick. Contemplating whether I should take those 2 soldiers and hope for an RWB or not. I think that's what I'll do. Oh my lord! What is this? Sorry for using the Lord's name in vain, but that's just crazy. Okay, we got 5 stars. First of all, we got an RWB for 2 courage, so we're up to 8. We gained 2 soldiers, so we're up to 31 soldiers. And then we gained 5 nice stars. We adjust our unit die and we will recruit. We will definitely go ahead and get the medic for 3 stars thanks to the drill sergeant. So we're down to 2. And then we move up to sector 5. So in sector 5 we will roll for mines. And it's 2 soldiers lost, which turns into 1 thanks to the medic. Then we will also pay 1 courage, as is the fee for advancing. And then we will lose 5 soldiers, which turns into 4 thanks to the medic. So we're down to 26 soldiers, so I feel pretty confident we're doing pretty good. New battle condition. Misty rain. This treacherous rain fogs lenses and glasses. Sharpshooter, marksmen, and snipers lose their abilities. Binoculars, rangefinder, and items with glass or scope in their title, like spyglass or periscope, cannot be used. I'm not currently affected by that, so it's not too bad. Still looking for stars. But honestly, this looks pretty good too. I might just go with that courage since it's the same color. Whoops. I'll reroll all of them. Take my chances. Well, it's not an RWB, but at least it's stars. Okay, so first of all, we gain 3 courage, 2 from these and 1 from that, so we're up to 10. We gain 3 stars, we're up to 5. We gain 2 soldiers, so we're up to 28. We adjust our unit die, and I will recruit. I am gonna go ahead and recruit the captain for 3 stars, so we are down to 2 stars. And I am contemplating, did I add those 2 soldiers? Man, the fog of war is gonna make you crazy, guys. I think I added those 2 soldiers. I can't quite remember, to be honest. I'm contemplating whether I should buy an award or not, because I have quite a lot of courage, but I might just save that courage for later, I guess. Let's see, I need 2, 5, and 9. I should be fine. I'll get a random award for 6 courage. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally, and 1 result to another units. So let's go back to 4 courage. I got that last time too. That's one of the best awards there is. I'm gonna save that for a little while. Okay, and then we have combat. We lose 5 soldiers, turns into 4 thanks to the medics, so we're down to 24. And that should be it. Okay, new turn. Strong winds. Violent gusts of winds blow sand and dust, blinding troops and jamming machinery. It costs 1 courage to use an item for all players. Okay, I'm not going to use an item this turn. And still looking for stars. I might save that soldier. Man, I should have saved those skulls. I'm gonna reroll again. Okay, that's not a very good roll, to be honest. I'll cancel one of the 1 soldiers with the skull. So I gain 2 courage, 1 from the map, 3 soldiers, we're up to 27, and 1 star. We adjust our unit die, and I will recruit. Let's see here. I'll recruit the Grenadier just because I want to silence that machine gun. He's going to be 3 stars. And then we take 5 hits, turns into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 23 soldiers. And new battle condition. Reprieve. The enemy's machine guns are being reloaded. All units gain 1 star during phase 5 if they move, which we will do this turn. So that's very delicious. Let's go ahead and roll. Not really getting all of those stars that I so badly want, but I guess it's fine. We're doing good anyway. Is there any... Oh yeah, I want to gain some item points in that area. Maybe that area would be better actually to use the Grenadier. Come to think of it, I also have the grenade, but that just silenced the machine gun fire in 1 turn. Okay, so let's see here which I want to save beside. I guess I'll go with 2 soldier. And another star. Can we get 1 more star? Okay, that's pretty fun. Fortunately for me, I can save myself with the captain. The captain is going to change the color of this to red. So that's an RWB gaining 17 item points and 2 stars. So we gain 2 stars and 17 item points. So we're up to 18 item points. And then we gain 2 soldiers, so we're up to 25. 1 courage from the map. And 2 more stars, so we're up to 4. Adjust our unit die. And we are going to recruit. And we're going to buy something. We are going to buy that grenade. Or is it really worth it? It's just 1 turn. I think I'll save the item points for that grenade. I will, however, let's see which is the best. I think I'll get the scout. That's pretty good to get early on. And that's just going to be 1 tiny star. And then I move, and I gain 1 star thanks to the battle condition. And now I have to take 2 hits plus machine gun fire. Ooh, close to being a red one. The special damage here, -1 courage. 3 plus 2, that's 5, turns into 4. I'm down to 21 soldiers. Okay, let's go again. New battle condition. Dirt cloud. Explosions have covered the battlefield with an extra layer of dirt, making landmines harder to detect. Units move roll landmines must roll 2 dice instead of 1, keeping their highest result for their casualties. I'm not going to move over any landmines in this turn. Okay, I'm going to save those soldiers. And I'm going to save that star. And reroll these. And I'll go for this. So we'll change the color of this to blue with the captain, gaining 8 soldiers, so we're up to 29. Gain 2 stars, we're up to 6. And 5 soldiers, we're up to 34 soldiers. And we adjust our unit die, and let's see what we want to recruit. There's so many cool things we can get. I think we'll start with the lieutenant. Yeah, I totally forgot. I also have the war hero, so I have the ability to recruit some really cool people. I'll try to remember that next turn. Or next time I recruit. So honestly, I'm not going to be too cocky, but it really feels like I already won this. But bad stuff can happen still, so let's not get too carried away. Okay, so we recruited a lieutenant. He's gonna cost 3 stars. And then we need to roll for machine gun fire again. Oh, I needed to lock 3 dice. I don't think I did that, so that's on me. I'm sorry, guys. 2 plus 2, that's 4, that's 3. With the medic, 31 soldiers. So this time, let's go ahead and remember to only lock 3 dice. Sunshine. The clouds part and let the sun shine through a brief moment, making troops more visible. During phase 1, all units are +1 star and -1 courage. Okay, so we gain 1 star and we lose 1 courage. That's fine by me. Let's go ahead and roll again. Oh, look at all those beautiful stars. Man, I'm starting to feel like I have too many stars now, though. I'll save that courage, too. Guys, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's 2 RWBs. That's a battle cry, or 2 stars. And then we have the leadership. So let's start with the leadership. That's 2 courage. And then we have the battle cry, which gives us 2 stars. But just for the heck of it, I'm gonna choose a badge instead of the battle cry. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not a fan of the badges. I don't think they're worth it. I'd rather go with 2 stars, but it's more fun to use the badge. If you have 3 2 soldier results in your final tally, whatever their color, gain a fresh troops RWB. That's not really helpful to me because I do have the captain, I have the lieutenant, so that's not going to be super helpful. But anyway, I'll save it and just for fun. And I do think I already did that, but we, however, gain 3 stars and 3 courage. So we're up to 7 stars, 11 courage. Adjust our unit die. And I am going to go ahead and recruit again. And what am I going to recruit? I'll go with the sharpshooter for 1 star. And then we have combat. It's a machine gun on us. And it's a 2 plus 2. That's 3. 28 soldiers left. Feels like I'm not losing a lot of soldiers. New battle condition. During phase 5, no vehicles can move or from a sector featuring a bomb crater. Stuck in the muck. Whoops. And we get a lot of stars again. I think actually I'll go with these. We have to lock... Man, I forgot to add item points for so many turns. I'll just give myself 1 item point. Gonna go for tools. Who knows? Man. Okay, 1 more try. I got 1 more, I'm surprised. And then we got 2 soldiers and courage. Unfortunately, the lieutenant cannot help me out. That would have been cool otherwise. So now we have 5 tools, thanks to the scout. So that is going to give us 24 item points. We go from 19 to... Man, from 19 to 43, I think? Math is not always my strong side, guys. Okay, that's really sweet. So we're in a good position now. Let's adjust our unit die. We can almost feels like we can rush the bunker, but I'm not gonna do that too early though. Let's go ahead and get. I am gonna go ahead and get the toolkit for 7 item points. We go from 43 to 36. If my math is correct. We're gonna recruit. And I am going to recruit the corporal for 1 star. Man, I have so much stuff. I'm going to have to stand up to see. Yeah, you can see it all. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff right now. Okay, and we move. We take 5 hits, which instead become 4 thanks to our medic. So we're down to 24 soldiers. And we go for a new turn. Panzer at 12 o'clock. A panzer drives onto the battlefield. To neutralize it, each unit must obtain at least 2 tools in their final tally. Each missing tool adds 1 to the panzer's power fire. During phase 5, all units lose a number of soldiers equal to the panzer's total power. So basically he has 2 firepower, and for every tool I get, I reduce it by 1. So I need 2 tools, but I do have the toolkit, I have the scouts, I feel like I'm pretty safe. This could be devastating though, of course, if you're playing in co-op. So we're gonna go ahead and save that. Man, I feel like I have so much courage and stars, I'm just gonna go for soldiers by this point. And we don't really need that tool because we get one more tool with the scout. And that's we get an RWB without even rolling for that. That's crazy. Okay, so we get an RWB, fresh troops, we're up to 32 soldiers. Then we gain 4, 5, 6, 7, so we're up to 39. We gain 1 star from the map, and we have the scout and the tool here, so that's 3 item points. We're up to 39 item points. Okay, so with the tools we got, the 2 tools, we neutralize the panzer's firepower. That's very good. And we adjust our unit die. And I am gonna go ahead and buy the Bangalore torpedo. I'm running out of space for all my stuff. We're down to 19 item points. And I will recruit as well. I am gonna go ahead and recruit the paratrooper for 1 star, and he gives me 8 soldiers. So I go from 39 to, let's see, 47 soldiers. Yeah. I think I got this, guys. I think it's time to advance. Actually, barely feels like there's any point in staying because, yeah, he's sacrificed, by the way, because let's see, 20, that's 35, 45, 53. Yeah, we basically have what we need to get to the bunker and win. We need to get the whistle though. So anyway, we take 5 hits, turns into 4, thanks to medic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have a new round. Plane crash. An airplane crashes into the battlefield. Immediately roll 2d6 and add them together. And we get 7. The result is the number of the sector where the crash will occur during phase 6. If the result is higher than that highest number sector, it crashes on the final bunker. The crash inflicts losses of 1 plus 1d6 to all units present in that sector, including the German player. Okay, ignore that. So basically sector 7, there's a plane crash. We don't want to be in sector 7 in phase 6. Okay, so we go ahead and roll. We're gonna stay 1 more turn in the sector before we move on. And I'll go with those beautiful little soldiers. And I go with those soldiers, and then we roll 1 more time. And I'll go with that courage. Can never have too much courage. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use the medal. Add 2 results of your choice in your any color to your final tally, and add 1 result to another unit. And the other unit is going to be us. So any color, that's the golden dice basically. So let's see, if we take 2 soldiers like that, it's going to be, with the RWB, it's going to be 11. And it's going to be the same number if we take a 1 soldier. Okay, so we'll add this to our final tally. Okay, so we have 2 fresh troops, RWBs, that's 10 soldiers, so we're up to 53. And then we have 6, 12, 13, so we're up to 66. And 2 courage more, 12, 13, and 1 star from the map. And we discard this. Let's put the discarded cards to the side so they don't bother us. And let's see here. I have so much stuff, man. Is there anything else? Nope. I think I did everything I was supposed to. Let's go ahead and recruit stuff. I will get the whistle for 7 item points. We should also have added 1 item point, thanks to our scout, which I always forget. And then we'll remove 7 item points from 20. We are down to 13. And do I want to recruit someone? Yes, I want to get the Beachmaster, which I need to advance up here. He's going to be down here. That's 2 stars. We're down to 4 stars. So now we will actually move. So we adjust our unit marker to this side. So we move up here, and for that we pay 2 courage. We gain 3 soldiers thanks to the Beachmaster. And then we take 8 hits. The 8 becomes 7 thanks to the medic. And we're down to 62 soldiers. Okay, so we draw another battle condition. Incoming, German artillery fire a barrage on the battlefield, +3 defense in all sectors. Units may discard any card with an explosive icon to cancel this effect in their current sector. Okay, so that could be the grenade, for example, could cancel that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll. And I'm really just looking for soldiers. Like, I could take these tools, I could have many with I have the toolkit, but I just feel like right now I need to focus on the soldiers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna change this for this. And let's get the white one, just for fun, to have 3 white results. And okay, so first of all, I'm gonna use that badge. If you have 3 2-soldier results in your final tally, whatever the color, gain a fresh troops RWB. So that combat infantryman actually came to use. And then we use the captain to change the color to white. So we have an RWB for that too. So let's see here. We gain from the first RWB, which is fresh troops, sorry, which is reinforcements. We gain 8 soldiers. We go from 62 to 70. Fresh troops gives us 5, so we're up to 75. 6, 7, 8, 9, we go up to 84 soldiers. That's pretty crazy. We gain 1 item point thanks to the scout. I think that's the first time I remember in this entire game. And that should be it, I believe. Okay, so now let's see, we adjust our unit die, and we are gonna go ahead and move again. But before we do that, I'm gonna recruit the Minesweeper for 2 stars. 1, 2. And do I want to get any item points? Or, sorry, any items? Nah, not right now. Okay, so we move up and we pay 3 courage for doing so, and we gain 3 soldiers thanks to our Beachmaster. And here we ignore the minefield thanks to the Minesweeper, and there will be 12 plus 3 in defense values. That's 15. 15 turns into 14 with the medic. So let's see, 14, and now we have to take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still have 73 soldiers. So we're pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll. And whatever the result is, I'm not gonna care, because I'm gonna complete my special mission. We're in Sector 8 now, so that's in accordance with this. So stand in Sector 7 or above and give your entire final tally. So special mission has now been completed, and we will draw a random field promotion, which is draw 1 award of your choice plus gain a reinforcements RWB. That's pretty good. And then we also gain 1 random award. So let's start by adding the reinforcements RWB, which is going to be 8 soldiers. We're up to 81. And then this one, plus draw an award of your choice. Oh, of my choice. Wow. But first we do the random award, which is a medal award. Each unit may ignore all its dice and change them to these results. Well, that's pretty good. And then 1 award of my choice. So let's see here. Ignore all casualties during phase 6, except those caused by special damage. Cannot be used in a bunker. Yeah, I mean, I have the Bangalore, so that's not really going to help me. Per unit. one item of its choice for free. That would be pretty good because that can give me a flamethrower. Okay, so let's see here. This one I'll save, and then I'll use this one right away to get the flamethrower, which will help me out in the bunker. And let's get rid of the field promotion and that discarded award. And we change our unit die to, oh, we should have drawn a new battlefield condition. Nature takes break for all players at the battlefield. All tools obtained from dice or other sources take the colors of their player's choice. Okay, that's very good. But I gave away my final tally, so this did not affect this turn. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move, and we will move up here to sector 11, and we will pay 4 courage for doing so. So we're down to 4 courage. We have to sacrifice the medic, and the medic is here, and he's now sacrificed. We have to roll for mines, but I have the minesweeper, so we ignore that. We will also use the Bangalore torpedo to ignore the 15 in defense value. However, we do have 1 machine gun fire, which we do have to roll. And we have a 6, so that's 6 soldiers. Note we do not have the medic anymore, so he's not saving anyone for us. Okay, so that is the sector taken care of. Now let's move on to the bunker. We have one last turn to roll. Look at all the tools I'm getting now. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and use the corporal to re-roll this skull. And I will simply use the medal for war. Each unit may ignore its dice and change them to these results. So I gain a fresh troops RWB, which gives me 5 soldiers, so I'm up to 80. I gain 6 more, so I'm up to 86. I gain 1 star, 1 courage, and then 1 tool, plus 1 for the scout, so that's 3 item points. I go up to 17 item points. I'm changing my unit die to this side because I am gonna go ahead and go into the bunker. So as we're moving in, let's go ahead and use the whistle. And I forgot to do the battle condition again. During phase 5, units spend 1 less courage to advance for each card with an explosive icon on them. But I'm using the whistle, so it doesn't matter. So we move into the bunker. I cannot use the grenadier in the bunker. That's a shame, but I can still use my flamethrower. So moving into the bunker, I gain 3 soldiers as it's considered an advance, and I have the Beachmaster. I don't spend any courage as I use the whistle, and as I enter the bunker, we blaze the Germans with the flamethrower, reducing the defensive value from 20 to 10. However, they still do have 1 machine gun. And the machine gun kills 2 of my soldiers, which becomes 12 then. So 89 to 77 soldiers. And that's it. We have conquered number 18. Well, actually, that I think, considering all of the stuff that we added, all of the modules, I think I did a pretty decent job. I didn't really go for a lot of these war heroes. They're very good. You pay their item cost plus 1 soldier, and usually, like you can see here, the scout here, he's the same price, 2 stars. So it's going to be 1 star with the drill sergeant, and instead of adding a tool to your final tally, you get a blue tool, so you get a tool with a color. This one does not have a color to it. But yeah, you always have to pay 1 soldier in addition to the cost of stars. So I could have been a little bit more active getting those war heroes, but it felt from the beginning like I had this from a very early point. But I guess, I mean, it's exercise Fabious. It's not really a true battle, it's just an exercise, so maybe this is an easier map. Honestly, I never actually played this map before, so that can be perhaps the case. Guys, I really hope I didn't do too much Fog of War for you. I really tried to focus to play as clean as possible, but the scout, I know I have such a tendency to forget about him. I really should put a die on him at all times. That will help me to remember. I don't know why. I play this game hundreds of times. I can never remember the scout, and I always get the scout, which is pretty fun. And yeah, we completed our special mission. We faced our battle conditions, and some of them were bad, some of them were good, but I didn't feel like any of them really crippled me that badly. And I didn't get too many advantages. I felt like, yeah, I got one advantage getting that star as I moved, but otherwise I feel like they didn't really affect the game too much either. But it did make it a little bit more exciting with the plane explosion here and all of that. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out a lot. Commenting on the video and liking the video also helps me out a lot, and the comments really, they motivate me to make more videos, because sometimes I might put a lot of energy and time into a video and I might not even get a single comment, and then I don't feel very motivated to make more videos. Because like getting the feedback from y'all, that's really what makes it worth it. Yeah, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time for map number 19. All right, bye.